Is all data created equal? Well, yes, but as some corporations pushing back against net neutrality have decided, some data is more equal than others. These corporations favor data relevant to their own interests, of course, being profit. The American internet infrastructure is not the best. In fact, it's definitely one of the worst. But it's about to get even worse, and your internet freedom may soon be a distant memory. The internet has enjoyed a remarkable 20-year run of innovation and unprecedented access to ideas and information. Well, wouldn't that be improved by an interloper deciding what you should or should not have easy access to? No! Of course not. Right now, what some ISPs are arguing for is to give preferential treatment, i.e. faster service, to certain websites for an exchange of money. Essentially, pay to play. Service to these approved websites will be fast and easy. But what about those smaller websites that can't afford to pay? Haha! Fuck you! Think it hasn't already started? Well, it has. Here's a little evidence. This is a Washington Post graph showing Netflix download speeds by ISP. Besides showing how bad Verizon DSL speeds are, thanks to a dispute with Cogent, look at the second worst, Comcast, before and after Netflix paid a ransom. The larger ISPs demanded Netflix pay them for smooth streaming, and finally Netflix caved to the largest provider. This marks a change in fundamentals and a breaking point for the structure that internet users have enjoyed for decades. But is this the death of net neutrality? Technically, the Comcast-Netflix deal is about interconnectivity, not discrimination, though many internet users fear what this precedent will mean for the future. Previously, I mentioned a dispute between Verizon and Cogent. Cogent is a backbone provider, but what is that? In an ideal internet structure, users buy service from a residential ISP. Like Verizon, the residential ISPs connect to backbone providers like Cogent who connect to each other in a free process called peering that helps us connect to the world and keep prices low and competitive. Cogent is Netflix's backbone provider. And they also say that Netflix's traffic is so overwhelming they need their links upgraded. But according to them, Verizon won't do that without payment. Level 3 is a Tier 1 backbone provider that is facilitating peering and working with ISPs worldwide to clear congestion and improve services. Recently, the VP of Level 3 said that 5 major ISPs in the US refused to work with them to clear congestion. He said, quote, "They are deliberately harming services they deliver to paying customers. They are not allowing us to fulfill the requests their customers make for content." So if Level 3 is to be believed, along with Cogent, along with that chart from Netflix, we are at the mercy of ISPs as they continue to work to gut net neutrality. So is pay-to-play going to be the only way? Are the loudest voices going to be the only ones that can afford to be amplified? Are the rest of us on the fringe just going to have to put up with the buffer wheel? Now, I know the term net neutrality sounds boring and the concept sounds complicated, but what it all really boils down to is freedom of information on the internet. And if that's something you care about, don't be complacent, fight for it.